Sunday with Orlando Sanchez, sponsored by 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Let's go. What is good, everyone? Welcome to Sports Sunday. My name is Orlando, alongside the one and only Art Edwards. How you doing this Sunday?
Doing good. Glad to be back.
That's what I'm talking about. The show ain't the same without you, man. We start, though, with the two best words in sports. Game 7. Woo. 2 of them in the NBA playoffs. Pacers, Knicks in the East. T-Wolves, Nuggets in the West. We were glued to the Western Conference semifinal. Win or go home, baby. Defending champs looking to bounce back after a 45-point loss in Game 6. And they got hot in the first half. Jamal Murray had 35 on the night. Nikola Jokic, 34, 19, and 7. He played 47 minutes. Ooh. Denver led by 20 early in the second half. Wolves rallied. A nasty 21-3 run. Minnesota's defense locked up Denver, and the supporting cast stepped up in crunch time. Art, check this out. One of the plays of the night. Nas Reed, throw it down. Ooh. T-Wolves with the epic comeback to earn their second ever trip to the conference finals. Final count in this one, 98-90. Art, are you surprised to see the Timberwolves knock out the defending champs?
Yes, I was very surprised. You know, with that game being in Denver, I thought, yeah, this is a lock. Nuggets got it. They're going to move on. It was tough, but they've got this.
What impressed you most about Minnesota?
Well, their defense.
I mean, for sure.
Their defense is just awesome. And you know what? Defense wins championships, a lot of people say.
Man, it's a scary season trying to play against those dudes. Well, now it's Dallas in the conference finals. That'll get under Wednesday.
Yeah.
Not as much drama in the Eastern Conference, unfortunately. The injury-depleted Knicks gave it their best shot, but just didn't have a lot of answers for Pascal Siakam and the Pacers. Indiana jumped out to a 12-point lead after the first quarter and never looked back. 6 players scoring double figures, including all 5 starters. Indiana wins Game 7 in the Garden, 130-109. They get Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals starting Tuesday. Yeah. Art, it's simple at this point. Who you got?
I think I got the Celtics in this one. They are strong.
Yeah, they've been the favorites, and they're really good at blowing teams out, but when games are close, let's see how they play. But what impressed you about the Pacers today?
Well, you know, it's just that they got the job done. I mean, New York was so depleted. Yeah. And then they lose Jalen Brunson in the third quarter.
That was such a bummer, wasn't it?
A fractured hand that, you know, the best player on the court for both teams, as you were telling me, or we were talking about, and you were saying that earlier, they just didn't have enough. Yeah. You know, they just had too many guys get injured.
It's a shame to see a 7-game series decided with injuries.
That's right.
Such a bummer, man. Yeah. And the Knicks were fun to watch.
They were. Man, Pacers, they tried hard.
Yeah, they really did, man. Now they're moving on. The NBA's Final Four is set. I know we're going to talk more about that in the future. All right, Art, let's play some ball and hit the diamond. Oregon Ducks trying to keep their season alive in the NCAA tournament, taking on second-seeded Oklahoma. Beautiful day in Norman. Ducks would go hitless until the third inning. To hit a bird. Changes that with one swing of the bat. The senior launches one deep to left. That cut the lead to 1. Big play later in the third. 2 on for Emma Koff. The single to right. 1 run. Come on down, but Ariel Carlson thrown out at the plate to end the inning. That was a pivotal moment. Oklahoma regains the lead in the 4th and never looked back. The Ducks offense shut down the rest of the way. They fall 3-2, and just like that, their season comes to an end. The Ducks say goodbye to 9 seniors as they head to the Big Ten.
1-2. On the ground, Nelson knocks it down. Linfield wins!
The top-ranked Linfield softball team is on to the Division III Super Regionals for the 2nd straight year. They knocked out Redlands to advance. The Wildcats host Central from Iowa on Thursday. The final Pac-12 baseball tournament is set. Beavers and Ducks have games Wednesday in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Oregon State Beavers are the number 2 seed after losing the Pac-12 regular season title to Arizona last night in a dramatic finish. The Wildcats earned the 1 seed. The Beavs finished the regular season at 41-13. they're really good.
Oh, yeah.
They'll take on Stanford Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Oregon Ducks are the 3 seed. Oregon finished the regular season 37-16. They'll take on Utah Wednesday afternoon. That one's set for 2:30. The deal is official. The Beavs and Cougs have their TV partners for 2024. Pac-12 home games will be on Fox and the CW this fall. The deal is for a total of 13 games. Fox gets the Beavers' rivalry game against Oregon and Wazoo's game against Texas Tech. The other 11 games belong to the CW, including the Cougs Beavers game in Corvallis. I know you're looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Analysts say the deal will earn each school about $1 million a home game. The CW network is in 99% of American homes. Compare that to the Pac-12 network. The Mercury News says the Pac-12 network was in about 15% of homes. So the exposure is on another level. Oregon State and Washington State were on Pac-12 networks 8 times last year, 12 times in both 2021 and 2022. So, Art, is this a good deal for both schools?
Yeah, I think it really is. I mean, they needed to find some place where people would be able to see them and see them easily. And the fact that it's going to be national is really a good thing. I mean, people on the East Coast are going to get to see the Beavs and the Cougs.
Right. People are going to become familiar with the
Absolutely.
Beavs and Cougs who otherwise would not have seen them.
No.
I agree with you.
I think it's great.
Getting that many eyeballs on them is a great start, especially when you're coming from a place where you didn't have that.
You didn't have that, and you weren't sure what was going to happen.
So these are the numbers that fans will like. We're talking about kickoff times. If you look at this, no late kickoffs at this point. Pac-12 after dark. Goodbye.
Go away.
Only 15 Sundays between now and the start of the NFL regular season. We have a schedule. The Seahawks kick off their 17-game schedule at home September 8th. They'll host Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos in the opener. So here's the first half of the schedule. They've got 6 of their first 9 games at home. They'll get the national stage Monday night in Detroit. And they'll host Art's 49ers for Thursday night football.
All right.
Well, they're going to pay for all those home games in the second half of the season. 5 of their final 8 are on the road, including trips to Chicago and L.A. They'll also host Green Bay December 15. That one will be right here on KGW. Right. So, Art, DraftKings, they have the over-under at 7.5 wins.
Yeah.
I know we're way out here, man, but you taking the over or are you taking the under on those Seahawks?
I might go under.
Okay.
I'm not confident in what they're going to be able to do.
They do have a new head coach, a lot of things to figure out. I was looking at the strength of schedule that people were talking about, and the Seahawks schedule is pretty weak.
Okay.
In comparison to other teams around the league. I believe the total win percentage for them is right around 48%. So there's a silver lining out there,
there's a
Seahawks
chance.
fans.
You're telling me there's a chance.
But we shall see. We got a lot more to go.
Oh, yeah.
As we get ready for the NFL season. And we got much more to go here on Sports Sunday. We hit the track. State championships. Who scored the best times at Hayward Field? Art, was it you?
Not me.
Plus, we hit the pitch. We're going camping with the Portland Timbers. They're giving back. That's coming up. And welcome back. Let's kick it. Portland Thorns, if you didn't know, are the hottest team in the NWSL. Not even the weather could cool them off. After a 2.5-hour-long rain delay in Houston on Friday, the Thorns got back to business in the second half. Ana Diaz, welcome to the show. The Portuguese national team forward tallies her first goal as a Thorn. And then you fast forward to the 68th minute, and it's Olivia Moultrie, the 18-year-old out of Wilsonville. Just let her cook. Moultrie's third goal of the season. Portland serves up a 2-0 shutout. That's 6 wins in a row under interim head coach Rob Gale. That's never been done in franchise history. The Thorns sit 4th on the table. They're at first place Orlando Friday. Fresh off Wednesday's victory, the Portland Timbers trying to double up the dubs, visiting Minnesota United. Jonathan Rodriguez getting busy. Timbers on top in the 17th minute, but they couldn't hold on to that lead. Minnesota reels off 2 second-half goals, defeating Portland 2-1. The Timbers have now given up multiple goals in 10 consecutive games. Sleep is overrated, right?
Yeah.
Fresh off that flight from Minnesota, Timber stars Kamal Miller, Max Crepeau, Zach McGraw, and James Pantemis were special guests at today's Soccer City camp in Southwest Portland, inspiring the next generation of footballers, sharing their love for the game with a couple hundred kids ages 6 to 14 from around the area. For the kids, it's a chance to meet some of their soccer heroes and have some fun. For the players, it's all about giving back. They know what it's like to be one of those kids with dreams of playing pro one day.
For me, it was the LA Galaxy growing up. I had season tickets to them, and kind of looking at them, it's just not even imaginable to try to get to their level in that realm. And now I'm here with Portland Timbers, so it's kind of like the same thing, full circle moment.
But I can see the passion and the love that everyone has for the Timbers and just soccer and Portland in general. So it's important for me to get out here and give back to the kids, especially the next generation, and just have fun with it. One of the reasons why I play is just to always see a smile on other people's faces.
All four players are from Canada. Max, Kamal, and James are in their first year in Portland. They said it means a lot to be able to connect with the community in their new home.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my theme music. Been a minute. Big news for one of the stars of Friday Night Hoops. Clackamas Jr. Jazzy Davidson will be representing Team USA this summer. Davidson made the cut for the U.S. Women's Under-18 national team. She's one of 12 players on the roster and the only one from Oregon. This team will compete in next month's FIBA AmeriCup in Colombia.
Yeah.
A big congratulations to former Grant basketball star Mike James. He's the 2024 EuroLeague MVP. He's only the second American to win the award. On top of that, the 33-year-old broke the league's all-time scoring record. James averaged just under 18 points a game, 5 assists, leading AC Monaco to a club record for wins and a spot in the playoffs. James led Grant to the state title back in 2008. Still doing big things.
Sees the gray, won't go away. Missed it dead. Catching freedom, moving down the center of the track. But Wayne Lucas has done it. Sees the gray, wins the Preakness. Oh my!
Oh my is right. Sees the Gray wins the Preakness, trained by the legendary D. Wayne Lucas. The Colt took advantage of a muddy track to win the race. Sees the Gray was one of the longest shots in the race at 9-1, and it is your Toyota Sunday Sizzle.
In Oregon, all roads lead to the magic of Hayward Field for the state high school track and field championships. So let's start with the 6A girls 400-meter dash. Lake Oswego's Josie Donaldson breaks her own state record with a time of 52.83 seconds, her third state title in the 400. McDaniel's Aiden Gallagher finished second. Donaldson is committed to Vanderbilt. She also won gold in the 300 hurdles and 4x400 relay, helping Lake Oswego win the girls' 6A team title for the third year in a row. In the girls' 100-meter dash, the 6A crown belongs to Roosevelt sophomore Aster Jones, clocking a time of 11.87 seconds. The only girl to run under 12 in this race. We call that dominance.
Oh, yeah.
And speed is in the family art. Her sister Lily runs for the Ducks. Aster also won silver in the 200. On the boys' side, Lake Oswego senior James Bowman edged out West Salem's Mahali Akpangbo for the top spot with a time of 10.5 seconds. Sheldon and Sherwood won the boys' 6A team title. Congrats to all the teams competing at state.
Oh, yeah. Hey, from the track to the water, rowers took over Vancouver Lake this weekend. The U.S. rowing hosting the Northwest Youth Championships. Hundreds of rowers from California to Canada, they were on the water, competing in everything from the single sculls to the 8 in a boat on that 1.5-mile course. The event is one of the highlights of the season for those youth rowers.
There's such a sense of community. It's so tight-knit because, as I said, you're rowing in boats with people. You're supposed to be perfectly in time with them, perfectly in sync. You're supposed to all be on the same page. And you work together with people in a way that is incomparable to anything else, really.
Now, the top finishers at this weekend's events will qualify for the national championships. The Nationals are in June in Sarasota, Florida. Hey, let's hit the links right now. The Oregon women's golf team tied for 7th going into the final round of the NCAA tournament. The Ducks are 12 over par for the tournament. Texas A&M in the lead, though, at 10 under par. Stanford in second at 9 under par, way out in front. Final round set for Monday. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. Xander Schauffele came up big on the last hole of the PGA Championship. He drained a 6-foot birdie putt to win his first major. Schauffele finished at 21 under par. That beat Bryson DeChambeau by 1 shot. Talk about dramatic.
Oh, yeah.
21 under is the lowest 72-hole score in a major championship. It's the 9th straight time an American has won the PGA Championship.
All right, let's go do a little bit of running after a 4-year suspension because of COVID. About 800 runners from all over the world, they took to the starting line at the Great Wall of China. Runners say it's a real test because the wall takes you up and down and all around, navigating more than 5,000 steps. Runners from 58 countries took part. The biggest group came from the United States. They had 88 runners from the U.S. there. More than 360 people ran the full marathon, over 26 miles. More than 350 did a half. And then there were another 100 that did what they called a fun run.
My goodness, a lot of that is uphill.
Yes, it is.
Count
Too
me
much of
out
it.
of that one.
No way.
Salute to the Portland Winterhawks on an amazing season.
Great year.
Good night, everyone.